Hello and welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to do a mini book haul. So new to me books that are on my TBR shelf. I have a couple borrowed books and some that I bought. So the first one that I have that I can't remember if I've talked about previously or not is Commonwealth by Ann Patchett. This is the author of Tom Lake, and I didn't love Tom Lake. It wasn't quite like that style of book, like slice of life style of book is not quite my taste, but I'm gonna give this one a try. I have no idea what it's about, so that will be an interesting read, but this one is borrowed from my mom. Another book that my mom borrowed me was The Entire Sky by Joe Wilkins. And I read the synopsis of this, and I can't remember what it's about, but it takes place in Montana, because my mom had a stack of books for me that said, are these ones that you want to read? And she had two that I just wasn't interested in right now. Maybe in the future, once I've read down my TBR shelf, I'll be interested in trying those, but this one seemed really interesting. Also, I think the cover is incredibly beautiful, so I am going to hopefully get to this soon this year. My goal is to get all of the books that I have borrowed back to their owners, and last year I did a really good job of reading down my borrowed books, so I only have a handful left to read and return, and I'm getting them back in a quicker pace. The next book is a book that I purchased. This is the Nancy Drew anthology, Writing and Art, featuring everyone's favorite female sleuth. I stumbled across this book, I don't even remember where, but Nancy Drew and those books are such a pivotal part of my reading journey. And as a kid, I absolutely loved those books. I also have my collection of Nancy Drew books up here as well, so this just seemed like a really cool book. It has art, it has poetry, it has, I believe, short stories, just all different things by different writers and artists, so I thought this would be a fun time to read through. And then the last book is a brand new book that recently came out, and I am very excited to read in April, is Sunrise on the Reaping. This is the next prequel in the Hunger Games series following Haymitch's story, and I loved the first prequel, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I loved the world building aspect of it, and like the understanding why everything the way it is, so I'm excited to dip back into this world, and this is a world I've loved since I was a very young teenager. I remember waiting for the second book to come out and having my mom drive me to the bookstore on the day it came out so I could purchase it. So this is very nostalgic to step back into that world and like still feel excited about the release of a book, so I'm excited to read this, plus it's gonna look beautiful on the shelf next to all of the other ones. So this is my stack of new to me books, my mini book haul. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.